Well, it looks like the Battlefield devs have done it once again, as yet another paid cosmetic raises concerns of generative AI being used irresponsibly within the development of the game as well as paid content. And as someone who's been working as a motion graphics designer and now art director while watching the rise of AI tools over the last several years, I have some thoughts. I've explored all sorts of these AI tools beyond just ChatGPT and have spent a lot of time with professional-grade generative systems from Adobe, Google, and Higgsfield for years. And I've been using more rudimentary tools like Photoshop's content-aware fill for well over a decade. And with everything I know and my experience as an art director at one of the biggest sports promotions in the world, this isn't really a story about AI usage. It's a story of lazy quality control and a half-baked creative process. So I wanted to take today to discuss what appears to be happening with these botched cosmetics and what a healthy workflow should look like one creative professional to another. But guys, like always, if you enjoy in-depth reviews and discussions about all things Battlefield and FPS, drop a like and hit subscribe, and let's discuss Battlefield's AI cosmetics. So first things first, like I said, and as many of you already know, I currently work as an art director in sports marketing. I have a bachelor in fine art with a focus in graphic design as well as a minor in the fascist art history of Europe. I've worked everywhere, starting from D1 athletics departments, then as a motion designer for an NHL team, then jumped into agency work in New York before going back into sports full time, where I'll be moving across the country from Manhattan to Las Vegas at the end of this month. And over the past few years, as a young professional working my way up into senior and director positions, I've seen AI go full circle, as something that started as a trend back in the early 2020s, where my old supervisors panicked and forced AI onto all of us, even though it clearly wasn't ready for professional workflows. All the way to now, where AI is simply part of the Adobe Creative Cloud and part of everyday workflows, typically in a way that's barely even noticeable. While a few years ago, a lot of leadership and executives wanted to replace everyone and everything with AI, the real designers, developers, and cinematographers quickly understood something executives couldn't. AI is a tool, not an employee. You don't replace entire departments with AI chatbots. You elevate your already talented creatives to work faster and smarter with new technology. Just like Photoshop adding content-aware fill back in 2010, Adobe Firefly, Higgsfield, and Nano Banana are just parts of a much larger workflow in the hands of a real professional. For example, in my professional workflow, I use things like Firefly or Higgsfield to swap jerseys on athlete photography, relight amateur studio shots, and clean up skin with Adobe Neural filters. These are literally plugins right beside classic Photoshop tools that people would call AI today, like the clone stamp or content-aware fill, which are both things that do part of what AI can do today, but are well over 15 years old. The truth is, these sort of powerful digital tools have been around for well over a decade, typically under a different name. And the introduction of AI and off-site computing has essentially given creative products like Adobe reference imagery when you go to expand a texture, remove pimples on someone's face, or tweak the position of their body within a photo. This is all to say AI and tools like it have been around for a while in the professional world, and in the right hands, they typically go unnoticed when used correctly. It's when executives set quotas and believe AI should do stuff from the ground up, where things look like shit. And I say all this because I don't necessarily have an issue with AI when it's used tastefully, but I don't think Battlefield Studios is using the tools correctly. And even if they're not using AI all that heavily, stuff like having 52 stars on the American flag or 2 barrels on a sticker of a gun isn't an AI issue, it's a skill issue on behalf of the creative department. Most of the stuff we see getting backlash in the world of AI is because incompetent creative professionals are trusting AI to take the entire workload off their hands without the correct implementation of quality control and creative protocols. AI or not, there's no reason this sticker should have ever gone out the door. AI or not, there's no reason this dog tag of an American flag should have gone out with 52 stars. That's not the AI's fault. That's the fault of full-time creatives somewhere in DICE's workflow not checking their work or using high enough quality tools. So with all that said, this is what I think is happening. First off, a lot of the issues we've seen, including the Call of Duty Ghosts ripoff, remember this guy? These aren't AI issues. I highly doubt AI is literally making cosmetics or any rigged 3D content for DICE, because the tools simply aren't that good yet. But what I could see happening is, 1. DICE and Battlefield Studios, or at least the developers on an individual level, could be leaning heavily on AI tools to research and mock up concepts. Thus, things like the Ghost Mask just slip in, because it's all over the internet and relevant content for the AI to reference. Second, 2D content like these stickers and dog tags could certainly be 100% AI generated. Those sort of flat images are super easy to prompt and get AI to spit out, and the two-barrel gun in particular has a lot of smooth, old-school AI qualities going on top of the obvious issue with the gun. And third, the real concern in my mind, the creative department has weak quality control over their cosmetic content. Shocker, I know. There's a chance that some of these cosmetics are outsourced, especially the smaller stuff, and third parties, especially overseas, could be just cranking stuff out with low-quality AI services and sending them back to DICE. But whether it's AI or not, outsourced or not, it's still Battlefield Studios' responsibility to quality control before it goes into the game, especially when it's part of a paid bundle. My larger issue here isn't the AI itself. Battlefield needs all the technical help it can get to speed up the development process. My bigger issue is that developers inside DICE looked at stuff like this skin and didn't think for a second, hey, this looks like we're kinda ripping off our closest competitor. It reeks of a rushed workflow with people who don't really live and breathe their industry like high-level creatives need to. As someone who creates lead visuals and key art for events on ESPN and Paramount, I have to monitor the world of sports all the time. I constantly ask myself, does it look like I'm ripping someone off? Is my athlete in a compromising position? Or is there something politically risque about my creative content? And when you allow AI to make those decisions without the correct oversight, it says a lot about you and your operations values. At the end of the day, I don't really care if the devs use AI to assist in their workflow. Using these tools to research, mock up concepts, expand textures for bump maps, and so on is a fine use of the toolset. But getting your AI full control over bits of paid cosmetics isn't just unethical, it's dangerous. What happens the day AI references Nazi Germany and the devs' relaxed quality control misses a swastika? Or the day the AI clearly misspells the name of a person they're trying to honor somewhere in the game? AI is great at filling the gaps, but in a studio this big, with this much oversight, this many resources, while asking players for more and more money, I expect a level of passion, quality control, and human creativity behind every decision, and we're badly missing it. Honestly, if I was a creative director at Battlefield Studios, the first thing I would do is have the team create a mood room in our office. Print out imagery of real operators, iconic military events, and historical moments to reference. From there, see what we can create ourselves and where we could collaborate with real units or companies like 511 to bring in that real-world imagery. And finally, I'd see what outside artists we could collaborate with, and if we could source real military veterans to guest appear in the game with custom voice lines and motion capture to honor the men and women we're working to reference in-game. It's a lot of work, but if Battlefield Studios is getting the resources we're told they are, and these devs are as passionate as they say, this sort of human investment and collaboration would revolutionize the game. But as it stands, AI isn't the problem. It's lazy quality control and poor workflow, just like we see across the gameplay itself. And that's why Battlefield 6 is the way it is. But guys, drop those comments below, and for everything else Battlefield, drop a like and hit subscribe, and as always, thank you guys for watching.